I want to thank you for taking time out of your schedule again to meet with me about your landscaping needs.
Not a problem. Happy to meet with you.
Okay. So, one of the questions that I wanted to ask was, what has led you to think about finding someone new to do your landscaping?
We've been having some problems with the people that we have now, costs as well as other issues where I feel like they haven't done a great job, and I'm starting to worry about the value of what they're doing.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking, would you mind letting me know who's involved in these decisions?
Well, I am the general partner and I make the decisions on all the work that happens.
Okay. All right. I understand that based on what you said before, that you're looking for a certain quality. Would you mind kind of describing the quality you're looking for?
Well, I think with anything that we do, we don't want to be frugal, but we want to pay a fair price. We want the job to be done that looks nice, and we also want it to be a reasonable fee. So we're looking at two things, quality as well as price.
Okay. So, what impact does a good landscaping have on your business for when you're renting or selling properties?
Obviously, first impressions make a difference. So if the property looks nice, tenants, potential tenants are more willing to take a look at it. If the property in the landscaping looks run down and needs attention, I believe the tenants have the thought that the entire property's run down. So to me, first impressions and the overall look of the property have a great
Yeah.
impact.
All right. Okay. So, how do I want to say this one? What are the expectations your renters and buyers, when they're going to look at a property, that they tend to seem to have for landscaping?
I think it depends on the potential tenant. Some tenants could care less how the property looks. They're looking more at the cost, while others look at the overall appeal of the property. And I think there's a difference, and I think that the tenants, most tenants would prefer the building and the property to look nice. Some tenants, I think, are willing to pay for that, and others aren't.
Okay. So, how would your business be affected if you switched landscapers and something went wrong during that switch?
Well, I don't think properties always look great, and there's times where even our existing landscapers don't do what I would consider a good job. So I think it becomes one of those things where it can be good and it can be bad. And if the tenant's already in the property, I don't know that it really matters to them. If they're potential new tenants, I think it matters to them. And if there's an issue, then we need to take control of the situation and make sure that it doesn't happen again.
Okay. Um, so this kind of goes off that, what would your customers or renters do if they went to a building and the landscaping was just bad, just did not look good at all?
Are you saying our building or another building?
Either.
Well, I think obviously the overall appeal of the building and the look of it make a difference. I believe if you had two properties that were side by side and the interior of the buildings were exactly the same, if one had really beautiful landscaping and the other one was neglected, I think the potential tenants would prefer the one with better landscaping, all things being equal. Now, once again, if there's a difference in rent, then that affects it also.
Okay. So if I can show you that my landscaping services can easily replace the ones you're using now, would you be interested to know about that and interested in meeting again to go over possibly like prices and other aspects?
Certainly, I would. I'm always looking for something or someone that can replace our existing services. So if you can do our landscaping, that is a good job and that is at a reasonable fee, I'd be happy to talk to you about it.
Okay, hopefully we can get another meeting in the next 2 weeks. And I already have your email, so I'll email you about kind of what we went over today and ask you for any things that you're, after you think about this, that you thought we didn't, maybe neglected, and then I can answer that through email or the next meeting.
That'd be fine. I'll look for your email.
Okay, so once again, thank you for meeting with me, and that's about it.